Right, so tonight is steak night. So how do we create the perfect steak? So first thing I need to do is get my griddle pan on. So just crack some heat on that. Right, that's on full wax, so that's going to get hot. I'm going to leave that as long as possible. I've got my steaks here, and all I'm going to do, I'm going to place them onto the chopping board. And I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm going to get some kitchen roll. So basically what I've done, they're at room temperature now, and they need to be at room temperature, which is really, really important, because we don't want to have cold steaks. And all I'm going to do, to start with, I'm going to take off all the excess moisture from that side of the steak, turn them over, take that moisture off that one as well, and this one. So they are nice and dry. I've got rid of all the excess blood. That's going to go in the bin. Just get one of these to dry my hands with. So that's going to go over there. Salt. Season my steak. Both sides. Yeah, again, that's drawing more moisture out of the steak. Then I'm going to pepper my steak. So I literally just sprinkle the steak with pepper. Both sides. And that pan should be getting nice and hot. Okay. So that's that done. That's that to one side. I'm just going to give this a bit of a rubbing. Rub the steak, rub the salt and pepper into the steak. Flip it over, rub it in again. Okay, so that's done there. Still a lot more to go on that one. So while I'm here, we never oil the pan, we oil the meat. So I'm just going to get a bit of olive oil. You can use rice bran oil, whatever you want. And all I'm going to do is just drizzle a little bit on that bit, drizzle a little bit on that. Rub that in. Turn the steaks over, rub it in both sides. So the steak is getting lots and lots of lubrication. That's good. So that pan is getting nice and hot now. I'm just going to give a little bit more salt on there. Just on this top side. And now, salt side down. You should hear the sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Salt on the other side, just a little bit. I'm not over salting it, but it does need seasoning. And I'm just going to leave that alone. I'm just going to get rid of this. Itchy nose. Get a clean one out. So I don't want to put cooked meat on raw juices. So that's going to go there, ready for that, finished. Bin that. Let's get myself a pair of tongs. And I'm not going to touch that. I can watch on the side of the steak how it's cooking through. And one of the little tips, you probably see the fingertip. If I put my forefinger and my thumb together, touch that fleshy bit. If that resembles that, that's going to be rare. Here, rare to medium. Medium to well done, little finger, that's going to be well done, okay? If you well done your steaks, you've ruined your steaks. I'm sorry to say it, but that's just ruined the steaks. It's got to be medium to rare, it's perfect for me. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to grab these because I can see it's cooking through. I flip that over. Flip that over, and I leave it again. I don't touch it, and I can see it cooking through. And it's that simple. You don't want to fuss around with it too much. Why need to? I can crack on with making me breakfast now, prepping some other stuff, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do this. If you want to be really, really fancy, you can turn it if you really want to. Just so you get some different lines on it and make a nice crisscross pattern. But now I'll just sit here and watch the steak cook. And what you'll tend to find to see is the blood starting to come to the top of the meat. And if you really, really want to, as soon as the blood comes up to the top and starts coming through, then you can turn it back over again. But you don't really need to. See, that's still pretty rare at the moment. I'm going to be fancy and have a crisscross pattern on it. The blood's come through to the top. I'm just going to flip it over. And you'll see it's got a nice crisscross pattern on there. Presentation's everything. I don't need these anymore, so let's put these away. You coming down, Roz? Sorry? So let's have a little test again. So there, still a little bit rare. But steak is probably one of the most simplest things to cook. Just be patient with it and keep an eye on it. So I'm going to call that there. And all I do is turn the heat off. I'm going to place these onto there. And what you want to do, if you've monitored how long you've cooked it for, so say that total time of cooking is around about 10 minutes, I'm going to rest them for 5. So you rest it for half the amount of time that you've actually cooked it for, and then you can just slice it, dice it, eat it cold, eat it hot, have it in a salad, have it in a sandwich, however you want it. Tastes perfect. How about that for perfection? Perfect steak, look. Nice and rare in the middle. So tender. Even if I do say so myself, that is perfection. That is so nice. Easy.